For Imsuk Armenio, attention to the smallest detail is as much a part of her stock and trade as a paintbrush or a pair of scissors. She's a painter of miniatures. Her canvas, however, is the human fingernail. Originally from Korea, Imsuk began painting on fingernails at her shop in Downey, California over 2 years ago. Her work ranges from fanciful landscapes to portraits and abstract designs. Her fee ranges from $5 to $20 per fingernail, and it takes about 15 minutes per nail. Plus, of course, a few coats of clear lacquer to protect her art from wear and tear. Colorful, distinctive, expensive. I'm wearing about $100 worth of original art. Unfortunately, unlike other art forms, this is less than permanent. Unfortunate for me, but not for Imsuk Armenio. She also does touch-ups. Such portable miniature works of art are relatively fast and painless to put on. In France, however, artist Serge Diagonov requires considerably more patience of his models. They come to him to serve as a human canvas and must sit quietly for hours. The model has very little idea of exactly how Serge intends to decorate her face. He uses ordinary makeup, but in a most unusual way. His intent is not to enhance the model's features, but to transform them to conform with his imagination. Until she looks into a mirror, she will not know what he has done. To Serge, the result gives the impression of a bird. It is the result of 10 hours' work, yet will soon be washed away. But not before it is preserved, along with Serge's other work, in the form of a series of startlingly surrealistic photographs. Makeup, no matter how bizarre, the models remain unchanged. In New Guinea, the human face undergoes a permanent transformation. Among the Asmat people, the carvings which adorn these totem poles are symbolic portraits of actual facial alterations. From giant logs of the sago tree, master craftsmen carve ceremonial icons to honor fallen warriors. The device protruding from the nose is not a fanciful creation of the artist. Nose piercing is common among the Asmat people. It permits the wearing of a nose piece like this to imitate the fierce appearance of the wild boar. Take many forms, but all of them are worn for the same purpose, to strike fear into the hearts of their enemies. Before the local government outlawed the practice, the Asmat were headhunters. Until then, the raising of the totems was a prologue to war. Now, the nose pieces are simply reminders of a tradition that once demanded revenge for the death of a warrior. For them, perhaps the old ways are doomed, despite the fierce faces guarding their sacred ground. In India, respect for another tradition fills buses with pilgrims determined to make the long journey to a town on the banks of the Ganges River called Haridwar. the ritual begins here, at the hands of one of the 400 barbers who proudly display the tools of their ancient craft. For them, there is rarely a shortage of customers. As many as 25,000 pilgrims come here every day to get their heads shaved. For the barbers, it is a thriving business. For some pilgrims, it is a way to cleanse the soul. Many believe sin becomes concentrated in the hair. By losing it, they believe they can wipe the slate clean of past offenses and leave their sins behind them. For children, head shaving is a way to prevent a possibility of evil. Some parents are convinced that the first growth, the hair the child was born with, is susceptible to black magic and must be removed. Pilgrims to this holy place share a profound belief. For some, the journey will not end here. A few preserve a small tuft of hair for later sacrifice in the flames of a ceremonial fire. Believe it or not.
Wanted. Young, skinny, wiry